What is going on, you guys? It is your man, Two Down Dan, back with another video, and today we are doing a massive modification and totally changing up the Ninja 500 from the OEM regular handlebars to these beautiful brand new clip-ons from Woodcraft, and I am so excited to drive their bike around back, hand it off to them, and get these on there because this bent right side has been such an issue for me. My hand can literally get stuck in between. I almost broke my pinky finger, and all around it's just not safe to drive like this. So these clip-ons are coming in clutch. You can see from the straight new clip-on how bent my old ones were. So this was a problem that I needed to get fixed ASAP. And since we are doing the clip-ons, we're going to also have to throw the grips back on. So I was like, might as well. These ones are 7 months old. They're pretty worn down. And Domino is super sick because they're not that expensive. They're like 30 bucks. And boom, new pair. So the old clip-ons clip on right above where the triple tree connects to the fork stems, but the new Woodcraft ones clip on below that. So it's going to look a lot different. It's going to expose a lot of the fork stem. So it's going to be completely different look and feel once this install is done. Guys out, it's usually super easy. You pull right up to the service department right here, and they're going to get me hooked up, turn the bike off, and like I said, take one more good look before we switch the camera and you guys see what this looks like. So I'll do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Here is the first look at the Woodcraft clip-ons for the Ninja 500. Now, I gotta preface this with a few things. This is not the same day that I got them installed. I wanted to install them and then record a first ride and review and impressions, but unfortunately, I had like too many things going wrong during that ride that I wasn't able to keep my train of thought going, and I wasn't really able to articulate what I was feeling and experiencing that whole ride home. So after watching back the footage, I thought it would be a great time to re-evaluate these clip-ons and just kind of give you the full breakdown, my full impressions on them after riding with them for about 3 days since the install. I want to talk about how much it cost. I want to talk about whether I think it's worth it. I want to talk about whether you should go out and do this mod right now. I really want to cover everything I can with these clip-ons and be very thorough. And I really appreciate you guys for being here right now, watching the beginning of the transformation at the beginning of this video at Fun Bike Center, and now us finishing off this video here. So first things first, let's talk about the position of the bars themselves. So like I was mentioning before we actually got them installed, I told you that they would clip on below where the triple tree is mounted. And that is exactly what we have right here. So these OEM steel ones were mounted right above this triple tree before, something like this. And Fun Bike Center did actually have to raise the triple tree in order to put the clip-ons below there so that we could still get the proper clearance and not have to worry about our hands being jammed. And even with the clutch lever, we still have enough clearance between the clutch lever and the mirror. So they really knocked it out of the park. And I will say, since I just barely talked about it, ooh, I might have just chipped my tank right there. This is a lever guard from Puig, and I've mentioned this a few times to a few different people who have asked me about modifications for the Ninja 500. They said, hey, do you think I should get lever guards? What are your opinion on lever guards? Well, my opinion on lever guards with the OEM is 100% that you don't need them. I think the bike looks great without them, and I think it feels really good, because one of the things that I want to mention with this switch up is the bar ends, because as much as the handlebars are important, The feeling of these bar ends is very important as well. This is a weighted bar end by like, it's probably like 2-3 pounds. And look at the size of that compared to this tiny little aluminum butt end little cap. So it's very, very different. And I used to put a lot of pressure on the outside of this. Man, I'm going to keep scratching my tank this whole video. I used to put a lot of pressure onto this bar end, and I was highly, highly missing that once I got these clip-ons put on. And since they're like a race modification, like I said, it kind of makes sense to put the lever guards on, which are also another race modification. So all in all, it just made sense to put the lever guards on with the clip-ons. I wanted to say that because I know in the past I've said that I wasn't a huge fan of these, but now I am. So that's my piece on the lever guards and the original OEM bar ends. And mainly the thing I want to talk about with these lever guards is I think they fixed the vibration issue, which is, if you saw my Instagram post, it's the main issue that I'm currently having with these new clip-ons. I was not expecting really much of a difference vibration-wise when it came to the handlebars, you know? I didn't think that that would be something, a point of contention at all. I figured the seating position was going to be much more different. I thought the handling was going to be much more different. But in reality, the seating position, as you can tell, right? So say if I had this here and it was mounted into the hole it was before, you can see that the OEM bars were probably just a little bit higher up, but he told me he tried to keep them relatively in the exact same angle. So as I've been turning the bike and riding and everything, it hasn't really felt much different from these OEM. But the main thing that I felt a huge difference with, also, just take a quick look at how bent this OEM bar is. This thing is absolutely trashed. But the main thing that I loved about these OEM, which I guess I didn't think would be a problem at all with these Woodcraft clip-ons, is the vibration. There is severe vibration with these, and I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not sure if everyone who puts clip-ons has this issue. I'm not sure if it's just a Ninja 500 clip-on issue, or if it's literally just because this little butt end bar end thing is not actually part of the bar end. It just sits in there. It's not screwed on or anything. You literally just pull these out in order to put the lever guards on. So I'm thinking maybe that's what's causing all the rattling, because I'm just going to make sure I'm recording real quick before we get up and going, boys. But yeah, the main things, like I said, I want to talk about and explain before we get out on the road, is that they feel good. They're not too much different seating position wise. I really feel like I'm in kind of the same position. I don't feel like my back is like hunched over or anything like that too much. But I will say the vibration currently on the right side needs to be fixed. And I think that the lever guard is going to fix that, which is crazy to say. Oh, dude, I love getting going, man. I'm going to give you guys a quick little ride around just so you can see the bar ends in action. Because I was going to give you guys like I said, I was going to give you that first ride home and everything. But man, it just did not go as planned. So this is a little bit much more controlled. I had my thoughts a little bit more in order. And oh man, there's nobody on the roads this morning. Sunday mornings, dude. Very slow around here. Roll into this. Bada bing, bada boom. Shift up. Shift up again. So the main thing that I like with these bar ends over the OEM is the shifting. Something about the way the throttle goes back and forth now is highly satisfying. But I also think that comes from the fact that my old set of bar ends were bent and weird and the throttle was a little bit messed up. So now having these brand new perfect ones, it feels so good. And the vibration on the back roads, it's really not that bad. It's not too noticeable or anything, but it's the high speeds on the highway. Like if I'm going 85 or above, even 70 or above right now, the vibration is insane on this right side. And I think I have it handled on the left side because of this this lever guard. So thank God for this lever guard. The only reason I don't have it on my right side is because they were out of stock. These are very popular lever guards. They work really good and they look amazing. I'll try to give you guys a better look, but I might not, honestly, because I'll be giving you more looks on the lever guards soon, and definitely on the Instagram I'll be giving you guys great looks. But yeah, it is Sunday, my boys and girls. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I love any opportunity I get to be on the bike and bringing a video for you. And this one's really exciting, and I've been wanting to put it out for a little while now, actually. But I just had to get my thoughts straight on how I feel about these bars right now, because I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, but this was around a $500 modification process for me. So bent the OEM handlebar, right? That was step one. And then it was, do I want to, let's move up into the sun. Do I want to continue down the OEM path and spend $110 for one bar and swap it, which probably would have been another 100 or so in labor just to swap one bar? So I probably could have fixed my issues for like less than $250. But what did I do? I thought for some reason it would be super smart and super dope and cool and everything about it, performance-wise or whatever, to buy these Woodcraft clip-ons, because I've seen so many people with higher CC bikes or even 400s or 500s or whatever, they put the clip-ons on, and for some reason I just really like the way they look, and people have always raved about their performance and stuff. And maybe I do feel a little bit of a difference nimble wise. The front end feels like a little bit lighter. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I mean, obviously these new clip-ons are aluminum and they're incredibly light compared to the steel OEM ones. The OEM ones were like, I could do freaking bicep curls with those things, dude. Those things were super heavy. But again, I think that played into why the bike was so stable and I didn't feel any vibrations. And I think it's actually funny to mention that, because a few people used to mention all the time when I would have my phone here, they would be like, oh dude, your bike is vibrating like crazy. How is your phone like gonna hold up or whatever? And it's just like, one, this is a vibration dampener, it's meant to vibrate. And two, the bike I barely felt any vibrations on my hands or anything like that. So I would always respond like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't feel any vibration. Now is the opposite. So I hope I don't sound like a little baby just sitting here crying about the vibration on my hands. But yeah, like I said, after spending $500, $230 to buy the bar ends and then $280 to get them installed, because this is a very, very extensive install process that there's not a chance any just like normal person can do without help or an expert. You need to drill holes and stuff and then line them up perfectly and get the controls all right and everything like that. Raise the triple tree. Like, dude, so many things that I have absolutely not a single clue how to do. And I bet most of you guys probably have no idea how to do this install either. So if you do go this route, just be careful. It's a little expensive, and know that it's a little bit less smooth than the OEM. I don't really know what else to say other than to keep repeating myself, but it's been like the first 3 or 4 days, and now I just kind of got some time to come out here and express my current opinions on these clip-ons. And I'm gonna do a little U-turn right up here, and then I'll pull up right over there and give you guys a nice look at this clutch lever guard, because man is it clean. Drop down into first, feathering the clutch, rolling on the throttle and releasing the clutch fully off the clutch right there. And then let's just pull in right here real quick to show you the lever guard. Because I love it. And this is by Pewig Racing, by the way. So, yeah, pretty sweet. And I'm also not getting the best because of the sunlight. But yeah, dude, let me know what you guys think of, if you can even really tell from your perspective or whatever. I mean, shoot, it's so hard with the sun and the shadows and everything like that, you guys. But let me know if you can see. Hold on. You want to know what? This just is not working right now. I was going to show you guys. Yeah, you can see it right there, finally. You can see the holes from where the old clip-on, where the old OEM handlebars were. But, yeah, you guys, I am super tired right now. Oh, my God, the bike. I'm on a huge incline, and the bike is rolling. But I showed you the clip-ons. They're cool. They're great. I'm going to keep riding them and letting you guys know what I think about them. I'll let you keep updating you on the vibration and everything like that. But pretty much all in all, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been a little cut up from different days and stuff like that, but I wanted to make sure I brought you guys like my true review of these clip-ons, because it's a massive modification, and think deeply before you choose this for your bike, pretty much. And if you don't know what's going on, subscribe in the middle so that you can keep figuring out all stuff about the Ninja 500. And please watch one of these two videos on the left or the right. We have a whole ton, playlist, everything like that. But for now, it's been your man, 2 Down Dan. Hope you guys have a great day. Later. See you on the next one.